So next up is the Emerging Social Work Leader Award. I'd like to now invite up Jeff Miles, Interim Vice President of Community Impact of United Way for Southeastern Michigan, to introduce our very first Emerging Social Work Leader awardee, Shayla Zimmerman.
Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you for the NASW of Michigan for hosting this event and these awards. And what an incredible story and message, Sherry. Thank you for your contribution to children and families in the field. A journey in a career like that begins at the beginning, as they say, and our next award focuses on the start of someone's leadership journey in the profession. The NASW Michigan's Emerging Social Work Leader Award recognizes outstanding contributions of social workers who are new to the profession and have already made significant contributions to the association and/or the profession, and have demonstrated the potential for leadership and continuing service through advocacy, practice, education, research management, and many, many others that social workers do. So today I have the privilege of introducing to you someone who embodies all of that, Ms. Shayla Zimmerman. In less than 5 years in the field, and most recently serving as United Way for Southeastern Michigan's Community Impact Special Project Manager, Shayla has made a significant impact on the social work community through her commitment to people and her role as a social worker. She is a highly skilled multidisciplinarian who is focused on addressing the challenges of a sector riddled with over-specialized silos and program requirements that impede the development of solutions that put people first. Shayla's dedication to the team she works with and leads create an environment that honors lived experience, varied working and communication styles, and results in sustainable program models for driving community impact. One of Shayla's remarkable contributions to the field and our profession is her leadership of the Flood Relief BSW internship program, which provides opportunities for social work students to learn on the front lines of crisis relief and direct services programming. Shayla navigated the complexities of large bureaucracies to develop a clear business case for the internship program, benefiting all parties involved and ultimately strengthening the field herself. Her internship students gain an understanding of United Way's impact and operations at every level of social work, build generous social work competencies, and provide additional direct service capacity to programs that desperately need it. And as an MSW myself, I think of equal import, it sends ambassadors out into the world for our sector and profession who can continue to advocate, serve, and lead across the region and the state. This work reached over 700 flood victims in the first school year. And as of this week, I'm happy to report we are expanding the program this year under Shayla's leadership. Please see her for details after the program. She's also worked with the Recovering from Expected Flooding under residential buildings, or refurb, to better understand the impact of flooding on survivors and how to improve recovery and prevention and prepare for future events. Additionally, Shayla has led a multidisciplinary team to successfully deliver a new universal utility assistance application for Oakland County's Water Relief Assistance Program, which is helping hundreds of participants cap their water bills at 3% of their income for 2 years. Now, if you're sensing a theme around water here, I can assure you that's unintentional, and Shayla can work in any medium or element and under any circumstances. I think that's what truly sets her apart as an emerging leader. Our communities, our sector, and our profession have faced innumerable challenges over the last 3 years, and Shayla has risen to the challenge every time. She leads with an eager spirit, a compassionate heart, and the drive to get the job done. As someone near and dear to both of our hearts said recently, Shayla was the caretaker for a team of caretakers, and I'm confident her impact will have positive ripple effects in the organization for years to come. I couldn't agree more, Shayla. You're a credit to the organization, the people you serve, and the profession you proudly represent here today. I know I speak for all of our friends and colleagues when I say we can't wait to see what you have in store next. You're a good human. So on behalf of the NASW of Michigan and all my fellow social workers here today, please accept this first ever Emerging Social Work Leader Award.
Thank you.
Jeff has me tearing up over here, so I'm sorry if I cry a little bit. I think it feels really incredible to be recognized for work and contributions that you've just done, and then, you know, people recognize that, and then you end up here, and that's really beautiful. I'd like to thank the NASW Michigan chapter for awarding me this, and to my family and friends, as well as my mentors. I actually began community organizing for social change at 15 years old. And since the beginning, I have had many mentors who encouraged me, challenged me, helped me grow. Thank you to my social work mentors, specifically Jeff Miles. Thank you very much for being here and supporting me. Tamara Franklin, Steph Rawls, Sarah Gold, Eric Davis, Sade Richardson, Alvin Sims, Brian Van Doren, and Teresa Tran. I would not be here if it wasn't for those comrades over the years. So after the torrential rainfall in the summer of 2021, many families remained devastated. Many still were living with flooded basements. Even to this day, they have flooded basements. So when I joined United Way, Brian Van Doren was someone that brought me into the work, who is a social worker, of course. And he brought me into the work that he was doing in the community. I shared with Brian that I think we need more interns, or we need like social workers on this, to continue to reach out, assess needs and damage, and refer them to services. We needed to continue to impact survivors who were otherwise forgotten about. When I shared this idea with Brian, I was really nervous, but he said, yes, go for it, which I thought was really beautiful, Sherry, that you said go for it, because that's exactly what Brian said. So then we started the BSW internship. And I'm proud to say that my first cohort of social work interns graduate tomorrow. Yeah. And also, another shameless plug, we will have a expanded cohort of 14 students next year, which is just amazing. Unfortunately, climate change is not stopping, and as we heard Dr. Neeson earlier talk about predicting the future, I'm sure that flooding will not stop either. Our work as social change agents is fueled by connections, and it was our late Detroit activist, Mama Grace Lee Boggs, peace be upon her, who said movements are born of critical connections rather than critical mass. So as social workers, I urge us to continue to connect, share your ideas even when they're a little vulnerable and scary, allow your feelings to guide you, trust your gut, and go for it, and then uplift the social worker next to you. Those are the values that I hold even at the beginning of my career, and I'm really excited to continue to grow. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to Sherry and